Reykjavik is your gateway and introduction to Iceland. This is the first of several videos of Iceland, as there will be a video dedicated to each district. Iceland Air has direct flights from most major areas of the US and the EU. Now all you need is your passport and boarding pass and you're on your way. If you're coming from the western part of the US or Canada, you'll fly over Baffin Island and Greenland. Beautiful views below, but a long flight. Coming to Iceland by air, your plane will land in a place called Reykjavik. It's about 45 minutes to an hour drive south of Reykjavik. The best way to see Iceland and all it has to offer is by driving. You can go where you want and spend as much time as you want. The tours will take you to the same places all tours go for the same allotted time. I camped around the whole island by myself, and it was an experience. I met people from all over the world. I'll treasure that trip forever and never forget. If you haven't prearranged transportation, it will cost you about $60 to get from Reykjavik to Reykjavik. There is also a bus that runs from the airport to Reykjavik, and that costs around $30. Some car rental companies will actually have their car for you at the airport, or they will take you to your car rental. Most car rentals that are located in Reykjavik will not come for you, and you will have to make your own way there to pick up your car. Just a little bit of advice when it comes to car insurance. You are not covered by your credit card or any other outside insurances. You will have to purchase the auto insurance when you are there. It is also not cheap. New cars are not cheap either. Wind damage is a big issue with cars, as they literally get their doors blown off or the hinges get bent. Iceland gets extreme wind and rainstorms. Many roads outside of cities are dirt or gravel. Remember to stay off of the F roads unless your vehicle has been approved to go on them. Mostly, that's dedicated 4x4s. Do your research ahead of time. Iceland is much different than the US or the EU. Remember that all signs are in Icelandic language, and they use the metric system. Be aware when it comes to bridges and tunnels, as most of them are only 1 lane wide. Learn their road signs. There's even an app for that. Speaking of apps, I can recommend some that you should have. A weather app, wind app, it can get to blow you down windy. Road condition app, roads can be closed or open in the blink of an eye. If you rent a GPS with your car, it will most likely be using the Icelandic alphabet. I recommend a paper or plastic coated map. Reykjavik is the largest city in Iceland with a population of about 285,000. The maps show Reykjavik and not the other little cities or suburbs, so you think it is a small town. I assure you that it is much bigger than you think and not flat. The streets are also rather narrow. Everything is compact in Iceland. There's about 360,000 in the 8 districts that compose all of Iceland. Each district is like a state or province and has its own capital. Like most states and provinces in North America, each district has its own character, geography, food, and other quirks. Reykjavik is the capital of Iceland and most northern capital in the world, almost 66 degrees of latitude. It is like any large city. It has many suburbs, most of which are hard for us to pronounce. Parking is always hard to find and can get expensive. If you have a valid handicap parking permit from the EU or the States, you can download an Icelandic handicapped paper that goes on your dash. Be sure to follow the laws because they are different than here and penalties can be costly. The tap water here is super good. No need to buy expensive water. Bring a refillable water bottle and fill from the tap anywhere. Iceland has one of the best, if not the best, tap water in the world. Another thing is to consider, you may get sticker shock when you get the bill for your hamburger, and it is $28. Everything is expensive over there. The cheapest food you can buy is a hot dog, costing about $4 to $5 for a foot long with all the fixings. The hot dogs are made from lamb with a little pork and chicken. They taste super good. They are sold at N1 gas stations and carts and pubs everywhere. They are unofficially Iceland's national food. Icelandic food is excellent, fresh, and from nature, as they like to say. You won't find ingredients that need a chemistry degree to figure out. Also, most gas stations have a place to eat, and they usually have at least two things: hot dogs and homemade lamb stew and homemade bread. You can't go wrong, and they are cheaper than the restaurants. Icelandic is a hard language to learn, and thankfully, most Icelanders speak English. The actual name of the country is Iceland, pronounced I-Z-L-A-N-D. The money they use is referred to as ISK, which stands for Icelandic krona. You can roughly figure in your head 100 ISK equals $1.